Now at 10, this is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Now at 10, a violent series of events came to a head in Hartford, both incidents unfolding within just 1 mile of each other. The first happened in a neighborhood near Martin and Nelson Streets, the second at a mini mart near Albany Avenue and Garden Street. Thank you for joining us for Fox 61 News at 10. I'm Raven Blue. Both incidents took place between 2 and 5 this afternoon. Fox 61's Stephen Reels has the latest on the investigations.
While the scenes may be clear, the fallout still remains. And now 2 investigations are underway into how both of these incidents started.
And it's like almost every other night you hear them shooting.
A community at a breaking point. Instead of going home to her daughter and newborn granddaughter, neighbors like Demetria Davis were welcomed to this scene on Martin Street after reports of a shooting came in Friday. Police say once they arrived, they found a 15-year-old boy shot. He was later taken to the hospital and is said to be doing okay. However, the trauma of the afternoon shots still have people like Davis wonder, how much more can their family take?
We won't be here too much longer, though. We gotta go. This is ridiculous. I'm just getting off work, and this is what I come home to.
A few hours later, police responded to another scene, this time a stabbing, 1 mile down the road at Mellow Mini Market. Hartford police told Fox 61 a suspect is in custody, but their identity has not been revealed at this time. The victim was taken to the hospital and should survive. Yet, with questions still in the air on what led up to both of these incidents, people like Davis want to see a change and a greater police presence in their neighborhood so they can feel safe.
Something needs to happen.
Anyone with any information on these incidents is asked to contact Hartford Police. Of course, we'll keep you updated on air and online on fox61.com and Fox 61 Plus as more details come in. In Hartford, Stephen Reels, Fox 61.
It's finally the weekend, so let's see if we can dodge the rain. Let's check in with meteorologist Sam Perry for a first look at the forecast. Sam.
Hey, Raven, good evening to you and to everyone. Well, here's a weekend preview. Unfortunately, our Saturday, here we go again. We're going to have some showers, maybe one in the morning and then line of showers, maybe a couple of thunderstorms in the evening. And yes, Sunday's the pick of the week. Yeah, it's going to be warm. Some of this data is showing we're getting up closer to 90, but at least the atmosphere will be dry with a nice west-northwest flow. So certainly it is going to be, 50-50. During the middle of the day for your Saturday, we're going to see some sunshine. And then that's when temperatures might shoot up from the 60s in the morning to low 70s up into the upper 70s to lower 80s. And then as about 5-6 o'clock comes around, we might have one scattered shower or thunderstorm, and then another batch coming in at 9 or 10 o'clock. And after that, the cold front will move in, will clear out for Sunday morning, and we'll have a mix of sun and clouds for your Sunday afternoon. Again, temperatures will be in the 80s. Coming up, I'll detail the timing of these showers and what you can expect into the last day of June and the first full week of July. It brings us to the 4th of July holiday weekend. Details in a few minutes. Raven?
All right, thanks, Sam. New at 10, a fire investigation is underway in Norwalk. It happened around 1:15 this afternoon on Tryon Road. Crews arrived to find heavy flames and smoke coming from the 2-story home. No people were inside, but firefighters rescued an unconscious dog that was suffering from smoke inhalation. The pup is recovering. One firefighter was treated for a hand injury. The fire was brought under control in 40 minutes. 2 residents are displaced and are being helped by the Red Cross. The cause remains under investigation. 5 staff members at the McDougall Walker Correctional Institute in Suffield were hospitalized after after possible exposure to narcotics. This happened around 9:30 this morning when staff responded to an apparent overdose involving an inmate. The inmate was revived with Narcan and taken to a nearby hospital. Shortly after, 5 staff members began experiencing some symptoms like dizziness and tingling and were also transported for medical treatment. Right now, Connecticut State Police and the Department of Corrections Security Division are investigating. We have an update on an investigation out of Killingly where a state trooper shot and killed a man. It happened back in December of 2023. Tonight, the Inspector General says the shooting was justified. We're going to show you body camera footage from that day before shots were fired.
Stop! Stop! Trooper running. Get on the ground, dude! Get on the ground!
That's Trooper Joseph Godbout running after Ruben Mueller, who was wanted for a robbery. The report says the trooper used his taser twice on Mueller, but he continued to run away. He was only stopped when he ran right into an oncoming pickup truck. When the trooper tried to take Mueller into custody, the report says he pulled a revolver from under his pant leg and pointed it at the trooper, who then shot Mueller. New tonight, the Manchester man accused of murdering a Vernon woman in 2023 did not accept the state's plea deal. Now his case will go to trial. Abdul Mahboob's lawyer told a Rockville Superior Court judge his decision today. The state's attorney says they will not release details of the plea deal because the case is going to trial. Mahboob also did not enter a plea. The pre-trial is scheduled for August 6th. The victim, Anastasia Paul, was found dead in an apartment on Brooklyn Street on July 17, 2023. Police went there for a welfare check. A judge says it was a domestic violence incident. It is unclear how she was killed. Paul's family was in the courtroom today. They met with reporters afterward. Take a listen.
I've been reliving this every day of my life. Like, I can't ever live a normal life again. I look at her son, Major, and I'm just like, you know, I feel so bad because he'll be left without a mother for the rest of his life. He will never be able to have siblings again. He will never see his mother in the flesh ever again.
The family also says any offer would not be acceptable for Paul's death. Police say a Colchester man was under the influence when he crashed an ATV in East Hampton. The state's environmental police say 31-year-old Damon Jansky was driving an ATV in the Salmon River State Forest back on May 17th, when they say he rolled down an embankment, throwing him and a woman who was a passenger off the ATV. They both needed to be hospitalized. Jansky was arrested today. He faces several charges, including operating an ATV under the influence. A historic cemetery in Hartford left in ruins is finally getting fixed up thanks to some new funding. The city of Hartford says it has received $150,000 in grant money to make improvements to the cemetery. Pastor Floyd Johnson from the group Voices for the Community has been vocal about the condition of Spring Grove Cemetery. We first spoke to him back in October of 2023. The cemetery was overgrown and trashed. He says his nonprofit was supposed to receive $150,000 in approved grant money from the State Bond Commission to clean it up, but never got the funding. An update on the man who was charged for driving more than 130 miles per hour to a job interview. His attorneys say all of the charges have been dismissed. 19-year-old Asmir Dorgvik was accused of driving over the speed limit on I-91 in Cromwell earlier this month. The police report says he stated he was late for a job interview around 8:55 in the morning. But when Dorgvik's lawyer found he didn't leave his home until 9:20, and his car didn't match the car that was pulled over. Ultimately, a judge dismissed the case. Hartford's downtown public library branch will be closed tomorrow for electrical repairs. The closure follows a fire and power outage earlier this month. Crews will be working to repair the damaged electrical system. The library is expected to reopen Monday with normal hours. Connecticut's oldest prom took place this evening in Hartford. The queer prom welcomed dozens of high school students to a safe space where young people connected with their peers in the LGBTQ+ community. Fox 61's Valerie Moravi was there and has more.
Yeah, well, for many people of the LGBTQ plus community, the queer prom event, it's a powerful tradition of affirmation and inclusion that has been welcoming the community for more than 3 decades. Several high school juniors and seniors danced their night away Friday night. And for students like Macy of West Hartford, queer prom is more than just a dance, it's a legacy.
There's just a certain magic about queer prom. It's just, you know, everybody's outfits are amazing and everybody is so kind. You don't have to worry about being judged.
It's that type of kindness that brings Spencer back to the dance floor once again, this time for a dance competition making all participants winners. The marine science major student says queer prom is the type of environment that makes everyone feel welcome and safe.
I think that it just really makes me feel a sense of community and camaraderie and safety, especially. I didn't go to my actual prom because of my identity. Everyone here is very open-minded.
Tonight's prom was hosted by the Health Collective and it was established in 1994. Becoming the second oldest queer prom in the country. The Health Collective Community Impact Manager, Braden Ransom, says the goal of the event is to provide a safe environment to people of all ages and help them feel their authentic selves.
It's almost bittersweet because we're so happy that folks feel comfortable with us and that we can create safe spaces. We do want folks to have that at their school, right? So this is also a little bit of a model. We hope that other schools can take. We hope folks will come back next year.
It was a space of joy that brought many dreams and hopes for many, especially for Macy.
Never stop being yourself and don't let anybody dampen your spirit. Don't let anybody tear you down because you're beautiful and you will thrive. No matter what happens, you will thrive and you will be safe and happy.
Now, for more details on the Health Collective programs, you can visit fox61.com. In Hartford, Valerie Moravi, Fox 61.
Valerie, thank you. And this Pride Month, check out our special, Pride is Everywhere 2025, Follow the Rainbow Trail. We take a look at the rich LGBTQ plus history here in Connecticut. You can watch it right now on fox61.com and Fox 61 Plus.